Hiya folks, welcome back. Today I'm going to smoke a whole chicken on my big green egg. Now I'm going to season my chicken before I go to smoke it, but before that I'm going to actually spatchcock my chicken. Now I'm going to spatchcock the chicken for two reasons. One, I want to make sure that that smoke gets all the way up through the cavity, and then two, I want to make sure that actual chicken sits on my big green egg, because my big green egg is a medium size, it's not the biggest one out there, so I want to make sure that it actually does fit on the big green egg. Now, to spatchcock a chicken, you're going to need two items. One, a heavy duty scissors. Now this has to be a heavy duty scissors because remember, this has to cut through bone, it's not cutting through Christmas wrapping paper. And then two, you're going to need a knife, or in my case, a machete. Now, when it comes to the seasoning, I'm going to be fairly simple with my seasoning. I'm going to use two items. One, I'm going to use olive oil. Now, the olive oil, it's not for flavour or taste. It's actually to spread all over the skin of the chicken and for it to catch all that seasoning that I'm going to apply to the chicken. So I want the seasoning to have something to cling on to. Now, the seasoning I'm going to use today is actually seasoning I got from my friends in America over Christmas. Thanks very much guys, you know who you are. The seasoning consists of coarse black pepper, cumin, Ancho Chile, Espresso, Oregano, garlic and salt. Now I really like this seasoning, just use what you have because most of the flavour is going to come from the smoke anyway. Right, let's jump straight in and I'm going to show you how I spatchcock the chicken. Other people have different methods, but this is what I use and I like to do. So let's jump in. Okay guys, as I said, we're going to spatchcock the chicken. Right, what I like to do is take your chicken, turn it all the way around so that it's breast side down. Okay, spread your wings out. Now, what you're looking for is you want to cut this chicken both sides of the spine, right? Now, where's the spine in the chicken? This here is a good indicator to tell you where the spine is. The spine runs all the way down that chicken. And if you actually peel back the skin, you can see it's nearly like a tail, right? So you want to get both sides and cut that spine out of the chicken. Now, that's what our heavy duty scissors is for. So I'm going to start one side of the chicken, find that spine, so it's just right this thumb. So we start cutting away. Now we'll turn that over and get the other side. See, this is really where you do need a strong scissors because this isn't easy work. And just to mention, this is a medium to large size board, about 1.6 kilos. Now, this is our spine more or less ready to go. Now, sometimes, now you see, this might need a little bit of encouragement from our machete here. Boom, there you go. Spine's detached. Now you can save that spine and use it for, I don't know, chicken stock or anything you want to season with, or flavour it up with something chicken wise. It's always good to keep the bones. Now rotate, we'll throw that to the side. Turn your chicken the whole way around now. So this is basically how your chicken looks now. Now we need to flatten the chicken out. So to do this, I basically just break the bone. A lot of people can press out the breastbone, but I think it's too much work. So we just, you hear that break? Now, flatten your chicken out. So as you can see now, the chicken lies perfectly flat. Now you're ready to season your board. I see a few bruises on this board. Clearly a board that was clucking when he should have been listening. Right, let's start now to season our boards. I'm going to go and wash my hands, and then we're going to season the board and get it ready for the big green egg. Right guys, we have our chicken ready to season. So I'm going to start by applying some olive oil. So that's for our seasoning to cling onto. It just gives it more grip when it comes down all over the chicken. Rub it in, massage it in. Don't forget this chicken gave its life for you. At least you can give him a good rub before he goes down. Now, that's it all covered. Now get everything in, cover all the wings and everything. Make sure everything's covered liberally. Now, right, now we have our chicken covered with olive oil. We've got plenty of oil for the seasoning to cling onto. So we're going to start by seasoning the chicken now. Now be liberal, cover it as much as you can with the seasoning. Although it's not going to be the biggest flavour, it's going to be done by the smoke, but it's still nice. Anything's nice when it's seasoned. Now, rub that in best you can. Press it in good and firm. All around again. Now, don't waste any of your seasoning. What do you do with the seasoning now that's on the board? Rub that into the cavity. Let the smoke permeate through that seasoning and get up then into your chicken. Now, there we go. Looks good enough to eat already. Good stuff guys, we've got our chicken ready now for the big green egg. Now I like to let this sit and basically absorb that seasoning for half an hour to an hour while the big green egg warms up and gets to smoky temperature. So while that's seasoning and marinating for the next half an hour to an hour, let's go and get the big green egg ready. Now I'm going to go ahead and light these. Always use natural, because the last thing you want is taste of oil or other fire lighters that you'll get. Natural is always the best to keep a natural flavour. I'm going to go ahead and cover this with some more coal. Now, I meant to say keep your wood away from the immediate flame, because you don't want that to catch flame or else it can get a nasty smoke. So let the fire burn slowly, and once it's going red and there's no flame, that's when it's going to catch the wood and it'll burn and taste an awful lot nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the flame a little bit more with some fresh charcoal. Now I'm going to leave this sit for 10, 11, 12 minutes just so it can get lit up and you can get a good bit of a flame going, and then I'm going to cut off the oxygen to get the red coals burning. Okay, this has been burning for about 10 minutes now. I'm going to put on my convector plate and also my grill, so I just want them to heat up as well. Now I have my plate and also my grill on. I've cleaned my grill and I'm just going to let this burn off for another couple of minutes before I close it down. This looks to be heating up nicely. Now I'm going to close down my big green egg. Now as you can see, it's currently 0, so I'm going to go for a temperature of 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to rotate this and have it that it's slightly open, and likewise my vent down below, I'm going to close that off completely and then just ever so slightly give it a peeky hole that's open. This will give it enough air to breathe, and as you can see it's smoking away there just nicely. Now I want to bring this up to 100 degrees Celsius or 200 degrees Fahrenheit before I put the chicken in. So the big green egg has reached 100 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I'm going to put the thermometer in and then onto the big green egg. So look for the thickest piece of your chicken and insert your thermometer. So there's our thermometer in, chicken ready to go. Okay guys, we've hit the temperature 165 Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Celsius. Now let's see what this board looks like. Now doesn't that look good? Oh man. Beautiful. So guys, we've cooked our chicken perfectly. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I wish you could be here to smell it. We'll remove our thermometer. Now, the fun part. Let's slice and see what's inside. Oh, I can see the juice is completely running from it. Wow, look how juicy that is. Look at the juice running from it. That's amazing. God, it even smells better. Now, bit of breast. Who wants to see a juicy breast? Wow, look at that. Look at those juices. Look how incredibly juicy that is. That's absolutely going to be amazing. Well listen guys, I hope you try this at home and I hope you have as much fun as I did cooking this up. This really does smell amazing. This looks absolutely gorgeous. The amount of juice that's running through it, low and slow, is key when it comes to cooking chicken like this. It absolutely looks gorgeous. Well, enough talking and let's get eating. Bit of seasoning. Not as good as salt, babe. Oh. Different caliber, absolutely stunning. Listen, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications button. See you soon guys, I'm going to enjoy this.